Welcome TechBrothersIT. In this video, we are going to take a look on the Eventhouse in Microsoft Fabric. Eventhouse is a highly performance append-only columnar event data store in Microsoft Fabric. It is the purpose built to store, query, and analyze massive volumes of real-time or historical event data using Custo query language. It is a part of a real-time intelligence workload in Microsoft Fabric and works closely with the event stream, KQL database, and Power BI for complete end-to-end stream analytics. So here are some features of Eventhouse. Append-only store designed for time series and log style data. It is a real-time ingestion, ingest data from event stream or external sources. Query with the KQL Custo query language can be used to query these databases. Optimize for the telemetry, handles high speed log click streams and then IoT and sensor data. Schema on write enforces a structure when data is written. So you will be creating a table. You don't have to tell the schema and all that. Once you insert the data, then the schema will be determined. Now integrates with the Power BI, enables the direct analysis and dashboarding. So you can go ahead and create your reports from the Power BI by using the Eventhouse. Now, Eventhouse, as I said, that is a Custo query language database, and I don't want to create hundreds of video here in the Microsoft Fabric, so I'm going to take you my channel. It's called the TechBrothersIT, and you see that we have a Data Explorer tutorial and a Custo query language tutorial. So there are 68 videos that start from very basic and show you all the steps how to write your Custo queries. I will show you some queries in the demo as well, but if you want to learn the Custo query and perform some analysis on all that, I will suggest to go through this tutorial. Or you can go to techbrothersit.com and there is a link right here, Custo query tutorial, and it is going to show you all those steps what you need to query that data, even to create the Data Explorer in the Azure as well. So it tells you how to create a table, how to drop, how to join, where clause and whatnot. So there are a lot of things I have covered in that tutorial. So let me go take you back to the Fabric here, and I'm going to go to the workspace here, and then we create on a new item. Here we can search for the Eventhouse, or just scroll down and you can see right here Eventhouse. Rapidly load structured, unstructured, and streaming data for querying. So that's the purpose of this Eventhouse. And let's call it Tech Eventhouse, Tech Brothers Eventhouse. Okay, EH. And then we are going to go ahead and hit create, and once it will be created, I will show you different parts of it. So it is a welcome to the Eventhouse. You are just creating a powerful Custo query language database workspace for handling and analyzing large volume of events. Whether it is it's for any type of event, all applications, or real-time analytics, enjoy exploring and optimizing your data with the ease. Now we can get started, and here are some notes or helpful tips for us. Start by adding data. So an empty database was created with the Eventhouse. To ingest data, click on get data. We will see right there, and then you have add another database. You can add another database, no problem. And here is a check and balance storage, so it keep telling you how much storage your tables are using and all that. So check how much data is standard storage and how much is a premium storage and available for fast querying. Edit the cache policies to fit your needs. You by default one lake functionality is inactive. So hit next, and then you will say check out the resources. Compute minutes refers to the amount of the time that computational resources are utilized. Check latest actions, see what, when, and who created, removed, or updated the Eventhouse. Got it? Okay, we are all good here, and now we can see that our KQL database Tech Brothers Eventhouse is right here. I can go to the another tab right here, and then we can create a new database. So we can go from here, new database, there is a plus sign, and I will call this one test event house. So it is saying it is already there, so fine, I will say demo at the end. And it's a new database default, yes. Okay, so now we are going to have two databases, so TechBrothers Event House, and then we have Test Event House. And here you can see both of them on the left side here. So TechBrother Event House, and then you can see that database details here. You have compress and original, then you have one lake. So its availability is disabled. When enable tables in this database are available in the one lake, so you can do that if you want. Here is the overview: created by, created on, region, and some other information is available. So it's by simply clicking on other one, I can see the information on the other database. So you can switch it by just click on that database. Now here there are many ways to get the data. So here if you go right here, you go to the local file, one lake, event stream. We have done a lot of demos where I was selecting the data or extracting the data by using event stream and writing to the event house. And one of the example when we were capturing the different events from the one workspace and then loaded to the our event house, and then we created the rules and created the alerts and some notification as well. So here first of all I'm going to go to sample, and let's load a sample data. So let's create use this weather analytics, and because it doesn't have a whole lot data, it has only 60 MB, and that's what I'm going to use. So we will just add that table, and now you can see right there under the TechBrothers we have tables here, and under the tables you have this weather table. You can go ahead and load other sample tables as well if you want, and but in my case I'm just fine with that. And here you see that now it is compressed is 12 MB and original was 62 MB, and you can see the row count as well, and rows ingested, and then you have other information as well. So now what are different options we have? We have visual exploration. You saw the get data, so you see that there are different sources from where we can get the data to our event house. Now in this next we have query with the code. So you have different things. So you say show any 100 records ingested in last 24 hours, get table schema. So all that. Let's get 100 rows first. So you see that it's very easy. What you will do, just type the name of the table and then say take 100, and then before that there would be pipe sign. So if you, this is our select query. In other words, this is a select asterisk from the weather table and limit 100 or top 100 records. So you see that it is returning a top 100 records. If I'm interested only to return 5 records or 4 records, I can simply change take to the 4, and that will only return me these a few other records. I don't know if I can actually try to write a select query here. So select star from weather. Sometime I have this no, it is not there was I think explain or something. So if I do this, but it was not this one, but in the coastal query I used to write select query and then write explain on top of that. It convert to the coastal query. I'm not sure why it's not doing it here. So maybe there are some limitations here, but anyways what you will do, you will say weather, and then you pipe sign automatically comes up, and now you will say project. If you are interested into the some columns, let's say you are in the weather, and the weather has a start date, end date, and state. So let's say start time, end time, and then you have state, and then whatever the columns you want to put there, you can do that. So it is select these columns, and then also if you want to do that, take 4, and then that will just get us 5 records. So every time you put this pipe sign here, and that's how it will keep working. You can also take the count, is very easy. So instead of we say project, here we say weather, and then say count, and this is going to get us the count of all the records from this table. So query is not that hard. As I was telling you, I have a complete video tutorial here you can watch and learn all those different tips. So anyways, so this was this query set is there. So here is our database, and you can see right here. So you have data activator tracker as well, ingestion 59.1 rows, query 50 queries. It can show you, if anything failed or completed. You can see that last run can be seen here as well, and some other information is right here, so as a graphical information. You have tables, and it tells you in the ingestion how many rows has been ingested or in the data. So you have a data preview for that one, and then you have a query insight, query duration seconds, percentile over time, and the cache hit misses over time. So you can see all those information there. Now let's say if I want to load another table, and I want to go right here. This is my Eventhouse demo. So this is a different database, and here I want to go ahead and say a local file, and in this file I'm going to upload from my machine. So I'm going to create a new table here, and I will call this customer table. Okay, and then I'm going to click right here, and then search for the customer. And now once I have customer file here, I'm going to load a few of the files. So these 3 files I have selected, and now they are loading into the customer table. So I'm going to hit next, and you can see right there you have customer ID, name, country, and region, and hit finish. And then you can see right there they are successfully ingested, and you can close. And here we go, we have customer table here, and you can see all the records right here. Now if I want to write a query on this one, I always go right here on 3 dots and say select top 100, and then you will be able to see all the records here. Now where you have a customer, and as I was telling you, you can say project, and here you will say name, and then you have a country, and then you have a region, and then we can hit next, and we can say where country equal USA. Now if we execute, I don't remember actually, honestly, it's been a while. So here now we run this. So for the equal, you have to put 2 times equal. So that's where you are gonna get those records there. So you see that now we are getting or if we have not equal, I think that's what we can use as well. So here you have a country not equal to USA. So you can see all the records, and again you can use get few records. So then you have pipe sign, and then you will see once you put the pipe sign here, it's going to show you all the functions like where, count, extend, join, and all those. So there are some like sum, count, and everything is available. Union. So there are a lot of functions like SQL we have here as well. So take 10 records or 5 records or 2 or 3, so whatever you want to get. Okay, so we learned how to create different databases, how to create table, and then how to load the sample data, and also how to load the file data from the files. And you can see here in the customer, it tells you like, okay, on this database, this is the size of the data. So, and the 15 rows are ingested today. Now there are a lot more like here is a Costa query, just is your query set, and here we are already creating those queries, and those are your query sets right there. So you can name them, save them, and all that. And here if you are in the tables, you have also create Power BI reports. So in this case, if we want to create a report here, you can create the report. So here is our Power BI, and now we have our results here. We can go ahead and add country here, and then name and region, and let me make it a little big so you can see right here. And also if you are interested further in, you have all those different options in this report, where region is we are seeing all here. In this case, if we want to just select Asia, we can select Asia, or we can select Europe and leave the other ones. And then for the name also, you have different filters here. You can use all or just remove some. So there is a lot of more things that you can do in Power BI here. So the goal is like, hey, you can create those reports. So here is the create Power BI reports from here. You can also write a notebook, and there is a delete table, rename table. Those are just normal functions that we have used in our past, like, hey, in customer table, I want to say, instead of customer, I will say customer table. So, and if I need to delete the table, I can go from here. I also can edit schema from here, and all those options I'm seeing on top, they are also available here. Now, if a real-time dashboard you want to create, so let's call it a real-time dashboard. So you can create a dashboard here as well. So you will create, and then you will add whatever you like. So in this case, you have right here, and then you have you can save it, and here you can let's say you want to rename. So there are a lot of options for you here. You can have title option, rename, duplicate, delete. So in this case, customer daily load data. Okay, so this, or customer by data by country or something, whatever you want to give, and then you can refresh. You have new data sources, Eventhouse from our KQL database, or you can have Azure Data Explorer. Remember that when I was showing you, here's my video there where I created the Azure Data Explorer. So you can also get the data from Azure Data Explorer if you have created in the Azure, or you can get the data from Eventhouse that we have right here already created. You can create new parameters, and all those different options are available for you, single, multi, free, and all that. Okay, now these are and also here you have filters. Let's say I want to see only the data for Europe, so that's possible for me. So I can just filter this for the specific column values right here, and then finally we'll hit save, and your dashboard will be saved. So now if I will close here, go to my workspace here, I'm gonna see right here, see RS dashboard here, and I can always open and this dashboard, and I can also add to the favorite. So there are a lot of things I can do from there. But you learn how to create Eventhouse, how to create different databases, how to load the data to the tables or create tables, and a few more things I missed it here. Like, let's say you want to create a table, you will simply go here and just say create table, and you have add column option as well. So you can create the table as per your need. So let's cancel it. You also have a materialized view and function, table update policy, one lake shortcuts, and all that can be created. Here is the refresh. This button manages whether the interface will continuously refresh or only refresh manually. It does not impact any other processes on event. So if you just cancel this out, or you can let it be just a live view, and here is a refresh button for the refresh. So, but I honestly creating this databases and table, that's very just simple thing, and most of the time in the what I have used here in the Fabric is getting different event data from Azure Blob Storage or from my workspace, and then putting that data into the Eventhouse. And I have multiple demos on that you can watch in our playlist. I hope you learn something good out of here, and I will highly suggest you go back to the query language, because if you are going to use the Eventhouse, you are going to write a lot of queries, and that's where you would need the query language skills. So I thank you very much for watching this video. Please subscribe my channel, and I will see you guys in next video.